Self-help and improvement content has been shoved down our throats for at least the past half decade. In some sense, this is a good thing. I mean, who wouldn't want to improve themselves? On a surface level, there's nothing wrong with self-help or self-improvement. But this industry has some problems. And it's not what they say as much as it is how they say it and why they say it. While they do emphasize some good things like working out, but even with that, the self-help industry will hyper-focus on the vain aspects of working out, such as improved physical appearance, the ability to pick up chicks, or whatever stupid bullshit they're promoting. They'll encourage you to do the right things for the wrong reasons. They'll tell you to read, but not so you can expand your worldview and develop a more compassionate understanding towards other people. It's so you can learn how to use and manipulate people in order to climb the social hierarchy. They'll tell you the importance of financial literacy, but not so you can pursue your passions and spend more time with family and friends. It's so you can feel like the richest guy in the room. They'll talk at length about the importance of nofap and resisting the urge to watch porn, but it's not so you could stop objectifying women and have better intimate relationships. It's so that you can have the moral authority to demean promiscuity. What they're advocating for isn't really self-improvement, it's ego improvement. They lure you in with actual positive ways to improve as a person, but then they morph it into this weird superficial culture. And that's because actual self-improvement isn't sexy. It's slow, mundane things such as self-reflection and forgiving those who wronged you. That's not something you can make millions of dollars off of in comparison to showing off ripped dudes in their mansions. However, it's way more important in the long run. Those self-help guys yelling at you to do 100 push-ups can be a great entry point, but ultimately you have to take the next step and find your purpose for why you're doing all of this in the first place. Admittedly, I got caught up in the bro self-help world myself before I realized that a lot of these guys at best case scenario were just repetitive and surface level, and at worst case scenario, they were as hedonistic and as surface level as all the people they claim to hate. When you're getting to the core of growing as a person, it's gonna take way more than just having a productive morning routine. I had to learn how to accept the negative aspects about myself and the world in order to become a stronger person. I had to take responsibility about the bad things I've done and reflect and grow from my guilt. I had to find comfort in the fact that my life did not turn out the way I envisioned it, but I still have the opportunity to build an ideal future. And most importantly, I had to find causes greater than myself, because true self-improvement is letting go of the self altogether. Ultimately, those buff dudes you see on social media humble bragging about their morning routines or whatever are a good gateway into growth as a person, but they're not the final destination. That's because they're just salesmen like any other entrepreneur you see online. So please understand that life isn't a video game where you just keep leveling up your rank. It's more of a team sport that you're trying to find your role in. Some people find this work in religion or spirituality. For others, it's humanitarian work. And for myself, it's my artistic endeavors. I want to create films and TV shows to help people that are mourning the loss of loved ones and didn't have an ideal family life growing up, since these are both experiences that I've had in my life. Basically, it's about digging deep within your own life so that you can connect to others. That's what I think the philosophy of improvement should be. Find your flaws, embrace your inner shadow, and help others do the same once you've reached an enlightened state. I'm not there yet, but I feel proud to enter this journey and encourage others to do the same. Let's all improve for the sake of the world and not our egos.